Hey YouTube, Dan Otto here, coming at you with one of my most XL team ever. If they're allowed, you might as well try and use them. And this one was fun because I bring in my level 51, rank 1, best buddy, A Grimer. So baby, A Grimer, level 51. Azumarill, 114-15 is like top 20-ish, I think, ranked. It goes up to level 45. And Sabelye, 212-15, one of the better purified ones, level 49. I do have level 49-ish Lickitung. I have level 51 Best Buddy Medicham. I do have level like 49, 48 Bastiodon too. So I could have brought those. But I think Azumarill, even though it's only level 45, provides the bulk on this team. Because even though at level 51 A Grimer, a little glassy. Really fun though, because these moves actually hit pretty decent. And then Sabelye, still one of the best save swaps, despite the Noctowls out there. I still think it's one of the best save swaps, and because fairies aren't as around anymore, right? You have Noctowl is going to be the biggest issue because it's normal. Lickitung, I was thinking about this, okay, let's start over. For those of you who are new to this channel, you're going to see the battles going on right now. I'm not a showcaster. I rarely ever actually go over my battles unless there's like something important that I did in the battle. For the most part, you can just kind of watch the battle. I think where my strength is and why people like this is I go over the team, its strengths and weaknesses, how to use it, and the strengths and the pros and cons of each Pokemon on the team. So I'm going to do that for this team. And I was starting to talk about Sabelye before I realized that what I was doing. So Sabelye was the best save swap in this league last season by a mile. There's not a ton of fairy to start with last season. And there wasn't just like a lot of hard punishes. And even if you get hit with like a dark, you can still chip with the return because return is such a strong move. And Shadow Claw is one of the best fast moves in the game. Two things happened this offseason. One good, one bad. The good is Fairy Charm got nerfed. So once Charm got nerfed, we have even more play because I have seen a few Charmers, not much at all though, right? Because what also happened there's sort of three things that happen. Not a lot of fairies because Charm got nerfed. At the same time, the bad is Noctowl Wing Attack got buffed. And Noctowl is a tough one for Sabelye because the Shadow Claws are resisted because it's half normal. So the normal typing there made it worse. Because of that, there's also more Steel. So Sabelye has a decent matchup against Steel. What this more Steel did is kind of confirm that you're not going to get the Fairy anymore. And what the Noctowl boost and all these Steels did is Lickitung as a safe swap is essentially gone. Because what happened is Lickitung was one of the best answers to Trevenant. Trevenant isn't around anymore just because of how walled it gets by Noctowl. I disagree with that. I think Trevenant is on one of my teams coming up or in the past. Like I'm shooting a lot of videos recently. So Trevenant's not around as more, so Lickitung doesn't have enough play. And then if Lickitung gets caught on Noctowl, all the licks are resisted and the body slams aren't going to do much because Noctowl's more like lick heavy focus damage. So there's Lickitung isn't around as more. So the fact that Lickitung isn't around as more is actually beneficial to Sabelye as well. So I think Sabelye, and I use him on a balanced team coming up maybe this week. Again, I've done so many videos and so many different teams just because of how many you can do. I think Sabelye, even though there's Noctowl everywhere, I think Sabelye is still probably going to be one of the best safe swaps in this league. And you can still throw the foul plays and returns on the Noctowl. So if I was grinding ELO, I would be using Sabelye. Azumarill is another interesting one because Charm fairies are gone. I've been seeing more darks. I just shot a video, I think that went up yesterday with Umbreon, Team Bulk. Umbreon is starting to be everywhere now. I haven't seen as many Scrafties because Noctowls are still everywhere, but like I think darks are coming back. So Umbreon is a nice answer. Plus you have flyers, so you got the Ice Beam for the flyers. Tough against Lantern. You can still do the play rough, and it's got bulk. A Grimer is so fun. I built this thing up because what happened was I was in a couple, I don't know if it was factions or one of the side tournaments I played against an A Grimer, the baby Grimer, and it was so annoying to go against because it doesn't have an amazing bulk. It's got okay bulk, but Crunch and Sludge Bomb hit quite hard in the matchup. And the poison jabs do add up too, surprisingly. I may lose. Well, let's say actually, I don't know if I'm gonna win or lose this one, but like as you can see, like look at how much those poison jabs are doing to an Altaria. And the Sludge Bomb, I don't know if it's gonna take it out because it is still just a baby Pokemon, but like it does quite a lot of damage. I think I can live a Sky Attack from this range. I can get the full farm down here. What's left in the back? Sabelye, I get to the crunch. Claws resisted right on the Sabelye, and look at that baby Grimer killing it. So I had a lot of fun. I walked this thing a ton. I best buddied it. Ace. I have not really used puffins on a lot of things before. I used like 6 or 7 in a row because I wanted this best buddied ASAP. So I used it and it was really fun. So like, would I use this in Open Great League? It had some play, right? It does okay. I'm gonna actually bring up its rankings. It's probably not ranked super high because you still have like Swampert, Glaring Stunfisk, anything Steel. You're gonna have a lot of problems with. Yeah, it's ranked like 181. So anything Steel, you're gonna have a problem with, and like ground and yeah. So like Diggersby, Swampert, Toxicroak, Stunfisk, Scrafty, Bastiodon, like tough, like hard losses. But then if you get into like the middle matchups, like Metachamp 461, Lantern 463 with Spark, Altaria 466, and then you get some of the wins, like against the other Darks, Umbreon, Mandibuzz. You beat Noctowl 538, so you beat Noctowl. You beat Pelipper 605, Trevenant obviously because it has nowhere to go. All the grass because grass is resisted, and then obviously Azumarill if you run into that because you're a poison. So it's definitely has some play in the meta. I think just given the amount of Steel there is and Swamperts, it just and Lanterns now, it just kind of makes it a little tougher to bring. But oh boy, if you get against an Azumarill here, you are having a good time. Does not one shot. I think I remember it sounds like the red, but it does not one shot. But that's okay. They're not going to be able to take me out here at all. So really fun Pokemon, fun team. That was a Hydro Pump. Oh, smart. Okay. The one time I actually need to talk about the battles here. I expected this. I'm like, hopefully this one shots. It does not one shot. If I take this, so they throw a Hydro Pump, which is going to put me really far down. The problem is, if I Poison Jab and take this out right now, their next Pokemon would come farm and get to a move. So basically what I have to do is I need to let this get me down to 1 HP, then take it out, so that way their next Pokemon only gets one thing of energy, one turn of energy, so that my Sabelye can get some energy and get the foul play off here. So I'm not throwing on purpose. I need this to take me as low. I cannot let it, I cannot have a move thrown on my next Pokemon. So Skarmory only gets 1 there, and now I had a move anyways. Does it have a shield left or no? No, I don't think so. So it wouldn't have mattered. I lost track of things, but basically that's what happened. I did not want I didn't know who wins CMP. That's the thing. I don't know who wins CMP between Skarmory and Sabelye. So I didn't want Skarmory to get to a move and then CMP because I don't know who wins that. So that is the team. I hate this matchup that they can actually win this matchup now. Lantern. I think this is the best answer to Lantern on this team. Because I said you lose Lantern straight up in the other matchup. The surfs add up. Like, that's the one thing I noticed. I noticed it on the Sabelye. I noticed it on my Shadow Swampert. These Lantern surfs add up real quick. And it only takes 5 sparks to get to. So Lantern is a really strong Pokemon in this league. One that, same thing. Can I build a team of Sabelye and Lantern? Because I just said at the beginning of the video, if you want to gain ELO, I would run Sabelye. I would also run Lantern. Both. Actually, I like that combo. I'm probably going to use that combo in future Great Leagues for ELO gaining. Because you have Swampert's a bit of an issue, actually, because Swampert beats Sabelye straight up. But other than that, like, you have coverage for Metacham and stuff. You have coverage for Flyers that you're going to lose. You have Dark. So Dark is going to be a bit tricky. Not tricky, but like you can still do okay against Lantern or against Dark, but you're probably just gonna get outbulked by like an Umbreon. But then you have like, yeah, cover your flyers. Sabelye, grass, pure grass, like a pure Razor Leafer is obviously gonna be trouble. So if you're gonna build a team with Lantern and Sabelye, you need to build to protect against the grass type Pokemon for sure, and a bit of the dark. So I would have to figure out which Pokemon that is. But that is basically the team. I had fun using the team. XLs, there's like, how many XL Pokemon are there in Great League right now? I'm just gonna go like the top. So Medicham, Bastiodon, Lickitung, Sabelye, Diggersby, Wobbuffet. I have a level 51. Actually, I have not used it yet. Azumarill, Pachirisu. I don't even have the Pokemon. So interesting. There's not actually a ton of XLs in Great League. There's a ton in Ultra League, but there's actually not a ton in Great League yet. So I've pretty much got all of them except for Pachirisu, because I don't have that Pokemon. But other than that, I have all the other XLs for Great League. So I guess I'm a whale in Great League. Great League is just easier to get to these Pokemon because they're not like legendaries or anything. But yeah, anyways, that is it. Appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate you hitting the subscribe button if you're new. You like this channel. Appreciate you share with your friends. Help the channel grow. I always say I get the Poke Daxi bump whenever I collab with him, and someone says like, yeah, Poke Daxi gets eyes on your channel and you get them to subscribe with your content, and I agree. But getting eyes on the channel is like the toughest thing. So appreciate you sharing with your friends. And that's it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.